Welcome back to Learning Improvement at UNC Chapel Hill. In Episode 1, we distinguished a completed assessment report from a genuine improvement effort. This episode examines why plausible-sounding improvement claims break down. Weak claims commonly fail at 4 connection points. First, results appear without interpretation. Scores are reported, but the program does not explain what they suggest about student learning or the curriculum. Second, the action is too general to implement. Continue monitoring, or faculty will discuss records attention without identifying what will change. Third, a process change is presented as learning improvement. Revising a rubric can improve assessment evidence. It can also support learning if students use it to understand expectations, practice, or interpret feedback. But a rubric revision alone does not establish a student-facing change. Fourth, there is no follow-up plan. If the next report never returns to the action, faculty cannot decide whether to retain, refine, or replace it. In many cases, the first remedy is not collecting more data. It is making the interpretation, proposed change, and follow-up more explicit. If the available evidence cannot support a learning diagnosis, better evidence may also be needed. Consider this illustrative statement. The faculty reviewed the results and will continue to monitor student performance. The rubric will be revised for the next cycle. Take a moment to diagnose it. What learning problem is supported by evidence? What will change in students' learning experience? What evidence will inform the next decision? Pause the video here if you want time to work, then resume when you are ready. The statement says faculty reviewed results, but not what they found or how they interpreted it. Continue to monitor specifies no intervention. The rubric revision might affect learning, but the statement does not explain whether students will see or use it. It also identifies no follow-up evidence or decision. We cannot responsibly turn this statement into a strong improvement claim from the information provided. The finding, intervention, and follow-up plan are missing. The next case is therefore a separate illustration, not a repaired version of that statement. Student work showed consistent difficulty synthesizing sources into a sustained argument. Faculty added annotated exemplars and scaffolded synthesis practice in the method's course and capstone. In the next cycle, they will examine the same rubric criterion in comparable work and decide whether to retain, refine, or replace the change. This is a coherent improvement effort, because the finding, response, and follow-up connect. It is not yet demonstrated improvement. Later results also would not, by themselves, prove that the intervention caused a change. They would provide evidence for faculty to interpret and use in their next decision. A strong improvement statement is not produced by polishing a weak one. It records decisions that have actually been made, the learning need, the student-facing response, and the evidence that will guide the next decision. In Episode 3, we will make those decisions deliberately by separating better assessment from better learning, choosing the smallest plausible change, and planning the follow-up before implementation. Sources and additional workshop resources appear on screen and in the video description. Thank you for watching.